Hi, I am Nonkululeko from Train Design, Transnet Freight Rail.
And I'm Colani from Transnet Freight Rail, Train Design. So for this project, we wrote a technical paper which I co-authored with my colleague Nonkululeko. So just to mention some of the stages that we needed to overcome or we needed to go through as far as this project was concerned was to have an interface with the railway safety regulator. So as part of the interface, what we did was to look into safety concerns that might be involved as far as running this train was concerned. So in that way, we conducted risk assessment where we had different stakeholders that were involved from operational point of view, from train design, technology management, and also the railway safety regulator.
In more detail of how the 312 wagon train came about, previously authorized was the maximum of 208 wagons on the export line, and then the coal line was then standardized to 104 blocks. So adding those, we then came up with a 312 wagon train. So then to begin the process, we had to do a feasibility study to see how we'll be able to safely run this train.
So we got no objection from the railway safety regulator to go ahead and implement this train service. So that led us to the final phase of the project, which was then to start conducting driver training, where we actually make sure that our drivers, they're trained to drive this long train, because they're used to driving the 208 wagon train, but now we've added 104 more wagons on this train. So they need to familiarize themselves with driving this long train. We went to the award ceremony and they called my name. So when they called my name, at first I was a bit shocked because there was a big hall full of so many people. Like there were 32 countries that were represented in the conference.
So basically, I was unable to go to Brazil, but I was really rooting for my colleague because I knew we had put together a very strong and compelling paper.
So they called Colani won the best technical paper award in operations.
And making sure that we produce the best work that we can. And to see that it's actually being reflected on a global stage, it was really, really heartwarming, and it really humbled me.
And also what was heartwarming was to represent Transnet on that global stage so that people know that Transnet is still in the game and we're still doing wonders.